yesterday? I can't even remember. The latter part of the day, it was Josh's brother's birthday. So we had a birthday dinner for them and then went out for like coffees and things afterwards. I didn't get a coffee or else I would not have slept. I guess I didn't really anyway. Did get a little bit of sleep. Not as much as I would have liked. Right, there we go. So if you did miss it, we're making our own pie crust. The simplest thing ever. We've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We've got 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt. And now we're gonna melt our butter a little bit in the microwave, because that's the easiest option. And then I think the last thing is just water. So that is just the 5 ingredients that we need for our pie crust. Oh, it's OMG Pete. Good morning from us. Good afternoon, actually. We just ticked over 12:30. Thank you so much. Oh, and summon the puppy. Here she is. Addie, you have been summoned. That is not a block of cheese, it's a block of butter, just so you know. She says hi, and thank you very much for summoning and using your channel points. You see Addie girl. She's going well. She just finished her breakfast. Yeah, look at all those peaches, Addie. You haven't seen them up that close. Been very protective of them. Right, put this back in the fridge. Not that it would melt, actually. It's been quite cold. Because we just started winter. We're now on I think it's the third day of winter. And Addie's so adorable. Yes, she is a cutie, aren't you? Aren't you, sweetie? That happy sound is our microwave, by the way. All of our appliances in our house are just like the happiest, chirpiest little machines ever. That barely melted at all. Let's put it on for 15. Oh, I heard a noise. I heard a noise. Dapper16 is now following. Thank you so much for the follow. So glad to have you here. And Addie is also very happy to have you here, as you saw her jump up on the screen. I love it when people follow me. We see little Addie jump up. Don't mind me as I go back and forth to the butter. Okay, we'll try another 15. And then we'll just cube it up, mix it all around, and then we will form it into our pie crust, which we need to decide if we want to make a big one, like a big one like this, or if we want to make a rectangle one like this, or little ones. We'll see how much crust we have. I'm kind of leaning more towards this though. Let's go check on our butter. I have to keep stepping over Addie every time. Cool. We have got butter, and yes, if you missed it, simplest pie recipe ever. It's just 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 85 grams of butter, and then like 2 tablespoons of water, I think. Easiest pie recipe ever. And you just mix it all in. No rolling required either, which is just the best thing ever, because I don't actually think we have a rolling pin, which I feel is something we probably need. But I do actually have an apron today. Can't see it because I'm wearing all black, but I got this little apron. It's a little tiny one. Because I have been getting flour all over my clothes recently. And it also means that I can clip my wireless Go microphone here instead of up here, because then it always gets caught in my hair. So, yeah. We're moving up in the world. We have an apron. Now we need some cold water, which I always have in the fridge because I prefer cold water. I feel like I either love cold water or you don't. Josh is someone who does not. He always has his room temperature. And to be a fan, hey, good afternoon or evening, wherever you are. I feel like Australia is just in a very different time zone to a lot of people. We just ticked over morning time. It's almost lunchtime and I am making a peach tart. Thanks for being here. There we go. Okay, it's gonna get messy. Yeah, it's just that's just the best way to do it. And Chefing with Chefry, hey! Haven't seen you in a little bit. I've seen you a lot on social media recently, but haven't been able to catch one of your streams recently. If you guys haven't followed Chefing with Chefry or seen what they cook up, definitely recommend. You have been lucky, but I dropped your host. Thank you so much, Chefing with Chefry. You're about to head to bed. Yes, different time frames to everyone here, aren't we? We've never done this time on a Friday, I don't think, so it's a new time for us to stream. But I hope your stream goes well, and I look forward to seeing the results. Thank you so much, and so appreciate the host and the lurking. Thank you very, very much. The Bear Fan says 8 p.m. here in the States. Cali. Yep. I thought it might be around about just after dinner time for most people, and it seems like it is. There's a lot of people from America in the follower list, I think, which is very cool. And also get a good night's sleep, Chefing with Chefry. Get a better night's sleep than I did. I think we just had too much sugar last night. It was Josh's brother's birthday. It was his 21st, so yeah, we went out to dinner and then had coffees and sorbet and things afterwards, and it was just a bit much sugar for me. It was lovely though. Oh, and you were hanging out for a few. That's awesome. We are making our pie crust. It has taken some time to form though, and I think we're probably going to need a bit more water, and my hands are all pie-y. I also think we need a little more butter. Yep, I think I should have melted it a bit more, maybe. Our microwave is different to the one that we had before, so it's always a bit of getting used to different appliances. But yes, I have made this pie crust a few times over the years, and it tastes delicious. And if you want to make it savory, then you just don't add the 2 tablespoons of sugar, which is cool, very easy. My hands are still caked, by the way. And go a little bit more. We can always add more water. Should I add some more butter? I think so. I have to get the butter back out. I think it also depends on the butter. I've not used this one before. So that's always the fun with cooking. Kind of just looking at it and thinking, does this look right? Does it feel right? And this isn't quite there yet. But that's all good. And this is unsalted butter. Just so you know, because we are making a sweet pie with peaches. Okay. Back to our overly happy microwave. I don't think we'll need more butter than that. I think that should be fine, but just in case, I'll just leave it out for now. Also, our oven is almost heated up. Got it at 200 degrees Celsius. You can see Addie's happy tail wagging around. Oh, you can see her happy face now. Does it smell good? This would be sniffing. Addie, you are getting way too cocky. It's only since I've started streaming that she started doing that, because she's just too cute and she just wants to say hi to you guys. Washing my hands yet again because we are sticking them in the pie. Tart. We're making a tart. There will be no topper on this. The topper will be the peaches. I'm not entirely sure how I want to arrange them to make them look pretty, but that's going to be the fun part. Okay, this should be it. He's just licking the floor. I don't think I dropped anything. Oh, and also Addie is getting desexed on Monday. So yeah, I'm a bit stressy about that, but oh well, we have an excellent vet. I'm sure it will go fine. Also, look, that's much better. It's actually starting to form. There we go. And we used all-purpose flour, by the way. We didn't use self-raising. And we are just scratching it in. Can't remember the website that I saw this recipe on, but she just did it straight in the pan, like straight in the pie tin without even putting it in a bowl first. I feel like that would be quite difficult with the one that we have. GP, be right back. That's all good. Do what you gotta do. There we go. Okay, it's almost at the point where we can put it in our tin. But yes, the one that we have, the base comes off, which makes it really easy to pop out the pie at the end. And she just had a regular one that didn't have the base come off. So yeah, we could cut down on even more dishes if we just put it straight in there. All right, let's do this. I'm loving having two angles, so you guys can look at the peaches the whole time. I'm just gonna dump it straight in there. I know, seems weird, doesn't it? Not rolling the pie crust, but it'll work out. It always does. I can't quite remember what I made last time, but it was excellent. What was the pie that I made last time? It must have been around Christmas time, I think. And I made so many things around Christmas time. Like a crazy amount of food. And then, thanks to the pandemic, the morning of Christmas Eve, Christmas plans got cancelled. So then we had all this food, which was really sad. Well, no, very lucky, but sad that we couldn't spend time with our families on Christmas Day. But we ate really well. We ate for like 20 people. So we're just pressing it in, and you can already tell it's just forming quite nicely because the butter is holding everything together. The butter and the water. And I have eaten this crust just by itself without a cooked, and it tastes good. I don't know why it tastes so good. It's just flour and sugar and water, but it is excellent. There we go, we're pressing it in quite well. And just a little bit up the size. I feel like we could have made more, to be honest. I think we're just gonna be doing one today. Which is fine, we don't have to use up all the peaches by cooking them. We can just eat them raw. We won't be eating all of them raw in the next day or two. Just pressing it down really firmly because we want it formed quite well. So we have some structural integrity to our tart. But yeah, I feel like I should maybe update this recipe for a little more butter, a little more water, and just make a bit more crust. And I think last time I did this, I made probably triple quantities, which sounds like a very just thing to do. But this time, because we don't have heaps of space in our freezer and things, freezer and fridge, I thought I wouldn't go too crazy with it. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna stab it with a fork. Yep, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna wash my hands so I don't get the mixture everywhere. I sneakily just ate some off of my hands before I washed them, and it tastes really good. Oh, there's a little bit extra there. I have had breakfast this morning, so it's not like I'm starting my day with eating pie crust, which is good. There we go. There's our pie crust. I wish we had a little more mixture so I could put it fully up around the sides, but we don't. So that's fine. I will update the recipe. So I feel like every time I'm just a little bit short. Just put that in the oven to just crisp up a little bit. As well, what putting in it is going to be quite moist with all the peaches. Now's the time to get creative. What are we going to put in it? Peaches, obviously. Peaches, and we have a few things over here. So we do have condensed milk that I need to use up soon-ish. And I don't really think I'm going to make anything else with it anytime soon. So I thought maybe a white chocolate fudge peach tart. It sounds kind of weird, but also delicious. So we have white chocolate, we have the condensed milk, we have vanilla extract, and we also do have coconut, which maybe we could just drizzle some on top. Maybe. We'll see what the mixture tastes like when we start stewing some of these, which is something I never do, by the way. I never stew like anything, but I thought that would be probably the best way. We'll keep quite a few so then we can do a pretty decorative moment on the top, seeing as though we're not spending a whole lot of effort making more pie crust to do a topper. I feel like I'm not very good at doing pie toppers. They're tricky because I always want to do the lattice one, like the crisscrossing, and then I spend forever attempting to do that. I have made some pretty pies in my time, but not for quite some time. But no, we're doing a tart today. So I might reserve the prettiest ones, the ones with all the reds in them, for the top. That one looks pretty nice as well. And then just the plain ones, we will chop them up and stick them in a stew, which will just be basically the peaches, the water and sugar. And then we'll start adding things to that as we feel like it. That's probably the prettiest one of them all. Also, they are huge. Look at the size of my fist. It's bigger than the size of my fist. I actually have no idea how many we would need for the top also. Okay. Yep. Also, how pretty is this plate that I have? It's from an op shop. It has the most intricate pattern, and I found it's like sister pieces, like smaller little plates with the exact same pattern in a different op shop down the street, so that was really cool. Like down the street from each other. So yeah, I'm loving going op shopping. Well, I always have, but recently with starting this Twitch stream, going to the cooking section and finding really cool, unique, cookware and bakeware. We did find a churro, however you say it, churro machine, which is like the little donut sticks. There was a machine there for $15 and I almost got it. Also, this one looks like it might have been dropped from the tree on the floor, so we will just make sure we're cutting out the bruised parts. Addie, you are right on my foot. You're right on my foot. Now she's looking up my leg. That's not distracting at all, Addie. Okay, so we are just going to roughly chop these. Look how beautiful they are when you chop in. Gorgeous. And we will keep the skins. That was the longest heavy breathe ever. Did you want some peach, Addie? Can doggos have peaches? If anyone in the chat lets me know. Maybe Josh. Josh, can you Google, can dogs have peaches? I assume they could. I'm just going to cut as much as we can, because we don't want to waste any of these gorgeous peaches. Yeah, cool, they can. Let's give Addie some. Josh just confirmed from the next room. She's never had peach before. Never. Would you like some peach? I wonder if I can... You're plugged in on this side, but I can move you a little bit. Yes. Look, I can move. Okay. Addie, come over this side. Good girl. You ready for some peach for the first time ever? This is Addie's first time ever trying peach. You want to smell it? Look at that nose. Okay. Yum. Is that good? Yeah? Did you like that, Addie? Yeah, she did. She would like some more. Well, Addie, we're making a tart, so you can't eat all the peaches. But I'm glad you liked it. Now maybe she can stop heavy breathing. I just wiped flour on my face that I didn't realize I had. I was just thinking if I was making this for people, because I'm just making this for Josh and I, but if I was making it for people, I probably would take the skins off for the inside. But I think we're gonna cook them down so much that it'll be fine. It'll add to the interest of the filling. But yes, if I was cooking for other people, I probably wouldn't risk the weird factor of having the skin in there, or I would cook it down a lot. there's one chopped up. I'm gonna have to get more efficient with this, I think. And this is definitely the perfect day to eat these. They're just the right amount of firm, like, and you can tell another day and they just be on the way out, as some of them were. So special thanks to that lovely old couple that gave us all these peaches. I can't believe how many they had. Their car was full of them. And they were just, yeah, they had just driven to Bunnings and were giving them out box by box. And of course, Josh and I were at Bunnings again because we basically live there. But a little less now that we actually have got our landscaping mostly taken care of. I can see grass now. I can see green when I look out the window and it makes me so happy. It's no longer a mud pit. So we actually have a backyard and we can't walk on it for about 6 weeks, I think is the general rule, of once you've laid down a whole bunch of fresh grass. So it has enough time to just take root. But funny story, we had Josh's family over the other day and there's our pie crust. So Josh's family was over the other day and I was standing right here and we have a mirror to my left. So then I strategically put that there when I was decorating our house. It's a big long one, so then at any point I can see out to the backyard. And I saw a blur to my left, just a blur, a golden blur, and then I realized that I was seeing outside and Addie had snuck past the four of us to the outside onto our brand new grass that we had just laid the day before, and she was running around kicking it up. She was too cute to be mad at, but she did get a little told off. It was pretty funny. But it was mainly the safety aspect of just not wanting Addie to sneak out of the house. And even funnier story, the whole reason she could sneak out of the house is because she punted herself through our door and broke it. She was that keen to see Josh's brother that she just ran straight through the door. It was just a screen door, was a screen door. It has now like the biggest, like she just ripped straight through it, didn't even slow her down. I think it is her greatest fear that she will miss out on saying hi to someone and telling them that she loves them. She's just a bit bonkers when people come over, or when we go outside, or when she goes to daycare, which after she gets de-sexed, then she can go back to her daycare and see all her friends again, which is just going to be the best thing for her. She's a very social dog. Aren't you, Addie? You love your friends. That pie crust smells amazing, by the way. Oh, that one's almost on the way out. I'm just gonna cut around that one. It's fine. But I think maybe a bird had pecked at that one. As they do, they always, don't they? They just like peck one and then move to the next one and they find the best spot. Birds. Addie's nemesis is birds. We've had some pigeons out on our lawn. And it's, yep, Addie has gone bonkers about the pigeons. She's like that old man who's like, get off my lawn. I think also because she's jealous because she can't be on the lawn for a little bit. We did try and patch it back up as well, and it's looking alright. It has been raining a lot, so it's getting a lot of water. Okay, do we think that's enough? I think maybe that might be a good amount for now. Okay, just deciding if I should cut them up smaller. Maybe a little bit smaller, but we're gonna cook the heckers out of them to reduce down the skin. And we'll see what it's like. This could be a mistake, but it could also be amazing. And who wants to peel the skin of a peach? Not me. I don't want to do that. I like low effort cooking where I can just be creative and not have to spend too much time worrying about skinning things. I have no idea how many cups that was. 1, 2, 3. I think about 3 cups. 3 cups of peaches. Oh, Addie really wants another peach. A little tiny bit. Maybe over here, Addie. They might be able to see you here. Just. There you go. Okay. Oh, you're so gentle. You're so gentle. Okay, there's our peaches. They smell amazing. They're very fragrant. Fragrant. Peaches, water and sugar, and we'll cook them on the stove. Don't give me that look, Addie. Would like some more peaches, but I don't think we're going to do that. Also, we have these adorable little doggy mitts that my sister and my brother-in-law got me for Christmas, I think it was. And they're so cute. They got all different types of dogs on them. So we're using them today. Usually I use the silicone ones because they're very, very practical and I can just wipe off anything that I get on them, but I felt like being cute today. Also, our pie crust looks good. Definitely not overcooked, which is good because that will be going back in very soon. And it's time for sugar and water. We're just using raw sugar again. And I'm just doing half a cup. So 3 cups of peaches and half a cup of raw sugar. And some water. I literally have no idea how much to do, but I feel like I'll know when I see it. And these are quite juicy peaches as well, so we don't want to do too much water, or else our filling will be too watery. And we don't want to make our pie, our tart, soggy. So there we go. And I should probably find a lid for that. I think we might have a lid that fits that one. Is it you? It is. Excellent. And that's, what's that? That's about medium heat. So I think we should probably make a start on cutting our peaches that we're going to do for the top. Let's start doing that now. So it'll be more strategic with the way we're cutting these, because we want something that looks nice. it. I thought that was gonna work. Need to get the pit out without. This was the tallest of them. If I just twist it, there we go. Yeah, that looks really pretty. So I think I'm just going to cut them into slices for now. And then I can have freedom with laying them on top however I feel looks good. Oh, I don't want to do them too thick. Also, let's just have a look at that mixture. Do we think that's enough peaches to cover inside there? I think so. Yeah. Just thought I'd check because we do have extra. Excuse me, Addie, why are you licking the floor right there? It's so slobbery right there, thank you. Oh, and after I cook this pie and we have lunch, probably something savoury, we probably won't have the pie for lunch. Josh and I have got our booster shot for COVID. So that'll be later today, which I'm not looking forward to, but I know it's the responsible thing to do. I just didn't react overly well to the, not that I reacted badly, I mean it was fine, but fever, chills, headache, the annoying side effects you can sometimes get. And I didn't sleep a wink last time. I think I got 20 minutes of sleep with the last shot, so got that to look forward to tonight. And I was just thinking, I actually have no idea of the timing these things are going to take. Also, I don't know why I cut that weird. I think I'm going to have to eat them. Don't want the ugly ones on the top. I'll have a pile of the peaches that I can actually eat because they're not cut into a good enough shape. I can hear that sizzling behind me, so I might just check on that. But yes, we're getting a lot of slices from 1.5 peaches, so I feel like we could have put more in the mixture. So we might just have to stew them and make another pie. Maybe like a pie and not a tart. I'm looking for a wooden spoon. Do we not have one? Probably in the dishwasher. That's what I have to do. actually have no idea how long it takes to stew things. Probably should have Googled it, but nah. The beer says, and another pie is a bad thing. Nope, not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing to do for a Friday afternoon is make another pie. Does mean I'll have to get all the things out to make more pie crust, but that's fine. That sounds good to me. We do have an excessive amount of peaches left over, so we might be doing that. I think we might have to have some friends over or something if we make another one though. I figured Josh and I can eat an entire pie by ourselves, but I don't know if we can do 2. Maybe I'll do little small ones. Also, I'm cutting them weird again. Peaches are so pretty. They're very ombre, right from the red, and then goes into orange, and then into the yellow. Oh, I can't really see, but look how pretty that is. I'm not sure what's better, this camera or this camera. Anyway. Challenge accepted. Oh no. Oh no. I think now Josh wants pie each. I think Addie does as well. We do need another camera. One that's just top down, because she's just staring at me the whole time. She's right here. And she's just staring at me the whole time. It's a little distracting because I just want to pat her. I've forgotten how good peaches taste, by the way. I haven't had peaches in years. My family had an orchard of a plum tree, an apricot tree, a grapevine. The grapes were not good. They were very sour. What else did they have? A whole range of things, but we didn't have a peach tree. So we didn't really have them much growing up compared to apricots. Had a lot of apricots growing up. I also have a funny story about apricots. Do I ever do any canning? No, I don't. But Josh's mum did suggest that maybe with all these peaches, maybe we should do some canning. It's definitely something I need to look into doing because I think there's potential for it to go wrong. Yeah, I think we're just sterilizing all the cans and things and making sure that I'm doing it safely. I feel like I would need to look into that. I watched a documentary one time on how canning can go wrong, and I watched it when I was very young, and then it terrified me. So no, I haven't done any, but I would like to. I just need to learn how to do it safely. Peaches are the easiest fruits to can. Okay, well that's good to know. Because we do have quite a few. I might not attempt it today, but I will look into it in case we stumble across that elderly couple and they have more peaches. Then I can be prepared for how to can them, because that would be a very cool skill to have, and one that you would definitely need to have in the apocalypse. This one's huge. Do I want to cut this one? Yep, I will cut this one. I think we'll make this the last one that we cut, and then we have Okay, we have these 4 that we'll just leave out for now. Have you done a lot of canning, have you? Bear? Any tips are greatly appreciated. If it's something that you do on the regular, or know any tips and tricks that might help, I am fully open to learning. Oh, and your mum used to. Yes. Such knowledge passed down from mums and dads from cooking. My knowledge is in the kitchen is passed down from my dad. He was definitely the cook in the house. Oh, these smell amazing. I think I did put too much water in, but that's alright. I also feel like I should have chopped them up a whole lot smaller. Oh well, we'll see how they go. And Bear says, start off with the easiest ones to do and work your way out. Yes, sounds good. But good to know peaches are the easiest to start with. That's awesome. Oh, this one's a big one. I can barely even fit my hands fully around it to get the pip out. If I recall, peaches are 3 ingredients. Is that peaches, water, and sugar? If so, then I'm basically doing it behind me. Just not putting them in cans. Ugh, man, maybe this one's not quite. No, it's ready, it's ready. They're just it's difficult to get the pit out like that. There we go. I'm trying to think of how I want to arrange these. I could do them on the top of the pie in like a big circle and then wind our way in. That could be kind of cool. So that's an option. We could just do it in little like flower shapes. That could also be cool. Although I feel like we have too many peaches to do just little flower shapes. I think we'll probably do the big circle. Syrup, sugar, juice. Yep. That sounds about right. I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately on home gardening, and one did come up as a suggested how to do canning safely, and I almost clicked on it, but I was just down the rabbit hole of how to grow your own fruits and veggies in your own garden, because now that we're done with the inside of the house and we've been focusing on the outside, I have just gone full into I want to grow our own food phase. So look forward to that in the next couple of weeks. Might even take you guys out into our garden when we have a few things established. That could be pretty cool. Basil is slowly like hibernating, which Google said it was going to do, so comes at no surprise. I'm glad I Googled it, or else I'd be very disappointed and think that I was doing something wrong. But yeah, our purple basil has been excellent to just walk out and grab. can put in so many different things, and we still have way too much of it that I need to use up. Okay, there's our peaches. My mouth is full. Just looked out the window while washing my hands, and it's just started raining. And the clouds will come over, so I don't know what the weather's doing. I think it's leaning into, it is now winter, which is nice. It's quite warm in the house, which I do enjoy when it's cold outside. Don't think we're gonna need any more water. I think if anything, we're gonna have to tip some of that water out. Or we should probably just take the lid off, actually. I just wanted it to cook a bit quicker. So then we can start making it fudgy. Oh, okay, that's reduced down quite a bit. That's good to see. I think I'm gonna eat one of these, because if they taste amazing, just like that, then we could have some peaches just in the fridge to eat with some yogurt and muesli. That'd be cool. I do need to swap up my breakfast foods. Just been eating protein bars for breakfast every morning because they're so low effort. So I usually just roll out of bed and want to get something in. Oh, it's hot. I will wait for a little bit so I don't burn myself. You can see the steam coming off of that? Yeah. I will not put that straight in my mouth. Come on. I'll eat the little one. Definitely soaked up the sugar. Okay, I'm quite glad we didn't put any more sugar in with that. That is so sweet. That's awfully sweet. Hot, no, too hot. Tastes good. These peaches, it obviously just depends what peach you get, but some can be quite tart. I found these ones are not. These did not need any sugar. There's a good recipe, a good website with lots of recipes. Sustain the cooks. I will have to look into that. Thank you so much for sharing. I am all about good websites with recipes. The one I was on this morning for the pie crust, just to double check that I had the quantities correct. I won't say what website it was, but it was not good. It was such a hassle to navigate around. It really took me like more than 5 minutes to find just the recipe, and it's only 5 ingredients. So I find it frustrating when there's just ads everywhere, all over the entire page. The text keeps moving up and down, so I made sure to do that off stream today, because yeah, some of those websites, some websites that aren't set up overly well, just they get quite annoying. So yes, I like it when there's good ones that are suggested. Ads are no fun. Yeah, I fully agree, especially when they're like the pop-up ones and there's like, they look awfully spammy. I was like, is my phone going to get a virus from being on this website? That's how bad the ads were. Like, I saw about 50 ads. Okay, these are reducing down quite nicely. And now that we've taken off the lid, a lot of the moisture and the steam is escaping, which is what we want. So I was worried I put too much water in. Yeah, that's like, it's becoming a syrup in there. I don't think you'll stretch that far over here, but we can attempt it. We can see if you can. Let's see how far you'll go. Ooh, nope, nope. I think that's as close as I can get, yeah. One of these days we'll get a webcam situation that works over the like a stove top. But yes, this is a great improvement having this here. So we can have two angles. So I'm just gonna let that bubble away. We will not be adding more sugar to this. And I do think I should have cut them way smaller. But that's fine. I can improvise by potentially straining some of the juice out, mashing them down, because we don't want huge clumps of the peaches. That's what the top will be for. And then we can start fudging it up, making it all fudgy with the white chocolate and the condensed milk. That'll be fun. So we need to get a strainer. And also I do not want to waste that, so we will keep that juice because it does taste amazing. I'll put it in a glass, I think. It's gonna be interesting for me to attempt to pour it. There you go. There's our stewed peaches. Smells amazing. Smells really, really sweet. I feel like I need one more hand. A third hand would be great. Yeah, that is just syrup coming out of that. Just filling up our cup here of the sugary peachy syrup. Oh, I could make cordial. Yes. Okay, with this, I'm gonna make some cordial. Oh, peach lemonade. Yep, peach lemonade. I have made strawberry raspberry lemonade with a similar type of situation. I think I was making fudge at that point maybe, but it was amazing. Okay, well that could have gone worse. Got most of it in the cup. But yes, there we go. It's like a syrup, and we're gonna make something from that. We're not wasting this. There we go. We'll leave that scaldingly hot. That over there. Alrighty. There's our peaches. They have condensed down a lot, but I'm gonna mash them so they're not giant clumps. What? There's magnets in this cabinet apparently, and they've stuck to the inside of the mashing utensil. Okay, yep, that's super easy to mash. Excellent. I can barely even see the skin because they've just really melted down. So I feel like I'm making very summery meals on my streams recently. Like on the first day of winter, 2 days ago I made lemonade scones, which I feel is not a very wintry thing, but I just really felt like making them. And then today I feel like this isn't a very wintry food like a peach tart, but I made a peach lemonade. But I don't really mind. We have so much insulation in our house that it's not like cold where we want to rug up. It's actually always a little bit too warm in our house, because if you didn't know, apparently there is such a thing as too much insulation. With our old house, it had no insulation and it was not good. Even got a mild form of frostbite. So then when we were building this house, forever, and we thought we're just gonna go overboard with the insulation, and we got it in the floors, the walls, the ceiling, like it's insulated too well, and I didn't realize that you could do that. So now we have to get a whole bunch of, we have to get a whirlybird, but we're getting a solar whirlybird so then we can have better ventilation in our ceiling. So it doesn't just retain the heat so much. So that'll be nice. And they were supposed to be here last week, which reminds me I need to contact them because they just didn't turn up. We can pretend it's summer. Yeah, yes we can. We can pretend it's summer. We'll just shuttle the curtains and then we won't even know because our house is quite nice and warm. We won't even know. Okay, I've mashed up our peaches in here. It's like puree. I've pureed them. That sounds better than mashed peaches. I pureed our peaches, and now's the fun part. I'm gonna make the inside of our tart more fudge-like. It's gonna be like a fudge. I haven't made fudge in quite some time. The last time I made fudge actually was when we were gifted a whole bunch of lemons from Josh's grandpa. His tree was just exploding with them and he gave us just so many. Our entire bowl back here was just overflowing with lemons, and that's when I made the lemonade, the raspberry strawberry lemonade, so much that we actually had to have friends over so we could drink it all. And I made lemon fudge, which was the easiest thing ever. It was basically just lemons, like the lemon juice, which did take some time, but that was fun. I just listened to an audiobook and just juiced all the lemons, and then it was condensed milk and white chocolate, and that was the fudge. So we're doing a very similar thing today with the condensed milk and white chocolate with our peach puree. Look how thick that is. Look how long it takes to... It took forever for that to get out of the can. My goodness, that's sick. Okay, I might leave some of it in case we're gonna make another pie, which I wasn't planning on, but I think that's what we're gonna do. Yup, I think that's what we're gonna do. And then we do have some white chocolate chips. That's weird. They've all these ones are formed together. This one looks like a dinosaur. Don't you think this one looks like a dinosaur? Like a long neck. And I should probably measure, where's our measuring cup? Just so we know. And we did use about 3/4 of that can. maybe a cup and a half. That's what we'll do. We'll do a cup and a half. We won't go overboard. And we'll turn the heat back on, but really low. We'll put it on our lowest heat. And we don't want to be burning anything because the white chocolate and the condensed milk, if we burn that, we will most definitely taste it with those delicate flavors there. So lowest heat, just mix it all around. It smells amazing, as you can probably imagine, with white chocolate, condensed milk and fresh peach puree. And I would prefer to use just like a regular block of chocolate, but we didn't have any. Just because that's easier to melt down the chocolate chips, because chocolate chips they're really made to keep their shape. So then when you bake them in cookies and things, you can see the chocolate chips. So yep, there's a tip for you. Let's do it a little tidy. And I guess we are making some more of our pie mix, aren't we? That's what we're doing. Let's get our little recipe up again. Now, should we make a full amount? I do have this long one, and then I could cut it into little rectangles. I think that's what we'll do. It's on the lowest heat, but I can hear it sizzling away. I'm gonna have to keep a really good eye on this. Gas just cooks so much hotter than electric, doesn't it? And so much quicker to get up to heat. Well, it doesn't look the prettiest, but it will. Get off. Inches to glory. Hi. Hey, how are you going? Happy Friday. Or Thursday. It's probably Thursday. I feel like it's Thursday for most people in the world, but it's Friday here. We are... You can just see Addie's eyes right there. She says hello too. I love your streams. Thank you so much. That's really lovely to hear. We are getting pretty creative today. We're making a peach tart that I am now making another one because we have too many peaches. So you can see me making the easiest pie crust ever. Don't have to roll it, don't have to like refrigerate it or anything. It's just 5 ingredients, or 4 if you are doing the savory version. You just leave out the sugar. Should I do a full amount of it though? Goodness me, stop getting so hot. I have to take that off for a little bit. You know what? I might turn that off and put the lid on. Yep. Okay. It just turned Friday for you. Nice, sounds yummy. Send some to Canada. Yeah, I think we're gonna have enough that we could do that. You'll trade the best maple syrup you have ever tasted. Ooh, yes please. I would love that. I so want to go to Canada and try some maple syrup. I want to try all the maple syrups. Do they do like tasting paddles like they do here in Australia with beers? I feel like Canada, if you don't do like little tasting paddles where you get different types of maple syrup, then you definitely should, because I would pay for that. Oh, Addie. She just spun around in a circle and grabbed the tail and fell over. I'll show you. What are you doing, Addie? Look at her. You got it, huh? She just pulled it between her two legs. Oh, Addie. Look at you, you goober. Sorry, the lighting's weird, but I had to show you. And you do it on pancakes and maple syrup treats. Oh, that sounds really, really good. I do love maple syrup. I love it on waffles. Sorry, I should probably make sure I measure these things out. Are we gonna do a full amount? Yeah, we'll do a full amount. It's easier if I had a cup measurement. I do have one. Why am I using that? There we go. We won't use a half cup, we'll use a full cup. There we go. There's 1 and 2 cups of flour. Ooh, that was a bit much. 2 cups of flour. 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm using raw sugar. You have a nice place. Thank you so much, Inches to Glory. We built this house. It took us over 2 years to do so, but we're finally in and we're never leaving. We are never leaving this house. Like to move or just in general. I love being home. 1, 2. But thank you very much for the compliment. I'm very proud of our house and the fact that we're finally in. It looked touch and go quite a few times. I won't get into the full story because then I'll relive it, and it's still too soon. It was not an easy process. But yes, we're in finally have my dream kitchen where I can have enough room to just spread out everywhere. Yep, it's good. Life is good. And a nice dog. Thank you. She's gorgeous. She's just... I have to show you again. I can't. I'm just so obsessed with her. Look at her. Look. She's just staring at me. She's just lying down. That's a weird way to lie down, Addie. Just belly up. You're so cute, Addie. Her full name is Adeline, for anyone wondering. We just call her Addie for short. Adeline when she's in trouble. Which is she's never in trouble. And you're looking for a new place. Oh, that's an exciting time in life, finding a new space, and I wish you all the best in finding something that you love. It can also be quite stressful depending on the market where you are, and I have no idea how it's going in Canada, but I have quite a few friends that are looking for houses at the moment here in Australia, and it's not a fun process for them as it was for Josh and I when we first started looking for houses. That was quite fun, and then we decided we were going to build, and then that was not fun. But yes, wishing you all the best in finding a house. We are making this crust, aren't we? So we've got our flour, sugar, now a teaspoon of salt, 85 grams of butter, but last time, well, just before, we had to use more butter, so I'll keep that in mind. Inches says, yeah, me and the wife are getting a divorce. Oh, so it's a challenging time to say the least. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a tough time. Sorry. Sorry to hear that, but I trust it's the best decision for you to be happy in the long term. So fingers crossed you can find an awesome home to make your own. I just scared the heckers out of Addie, by the way. Just opened the fridge and you're just drifting off to sleep then, weren't you, Addie? Sorry, I woke you up. Right, so it says 85 grams. I think we're gonna do 100. I think we're just gonna round up to 100. And then we'll check on our peaches in a little bit. 100, yeah, that much. And she says, yeah, it's better we part ways when we both want different things. Yes. Yeah, it's the responsible adult thing to do, to realize differences and part ways when the time calls. So then you can, start building the life that you do want. Tough decision though, but well done. Well done on making it. I can't even imagine how difficult that would be, but it sounds like it's the right thing for both you and the other party. 92. Oh, we weren't too far off. 103. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. It's a Shrek reference, by the way. I feel like Addie would love to watch Shrek. She is definitely the donkey of the household. I might go out to BC in the winter and be a snowboard instructor. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Go you. I think that sounds so good. Being a snowboard instructor. I don't know what BC is though. BC. What place is BC? But it sounds amazing being a snowboard instructor, so that would be such a fun job and lifestyle. So it sounds like an awesome plan. Stir them in a bit. Let's get our pie crust on and then we can focus on the filling. Which I am now thinking this filling's gonna go, I think, probably for not just the pie that we already have made, this crust here, but probably this one as well. Because not following a recipe will do that. Oh, British Columbia, right, got it. Awesome. Yes, traveling is such a great way to, recalibrate, find the things that bring you the most joy in life, give you perspective, the things you do and you don't want in life. So I think that sounds awesome. Butter is going straight in, and then it's just water. Like I said, easiest pie crust recipe ever, and it tastes delicious. I think I had put the water back. Not sure why I asked for cold water, but we're doing cold water. And Alberta, two places I have never been, but one day I hope to. You want to get a Volkswagen hippie van? Lol. That sounds so good. Yes. And then you should definitely have an Instagram where you like capture like snapshots of your new life and travel and your experiences. I would 100% follow that. I had a friend who I used to play netball with, and they actually went traveling. Where did they go? Oh, they went heaps of places, and very snowy places, and they did like hospitality and just kind of moved around to different spots and these like ski resorts and things, and that was really fun. They would always do like photo dumps on Facebook, and I just loved watching that. Oh, you have a first time chatter. Thank you so much for popping in. Wildflower. Oh, nope. Bye. No. Not a spammy one. Last stream, we had some bots. That was my first ever experience with bots. So yes, I need to be more discerning when I'm reading out the chat. You want to stay in the van and cook in the woods near bears. That sounds magical. Yep, I say go for it. Do it. But be careful of the bears. Bears are quite scary. That sounds amazing. And again, please do make an Instagram or something to capture some of your travels. I would be very interested in following along. I follow a few like van life accounts, and I always find them so fascinating. Just how people like pack up their whole lives, and you'd be streaming it. Oh my goodness! Everyone give Inches to Gloria a follow. Streaming it. I don't know why I didn't suggest that. I think I was thinking of you out in the woods with possibly bears around and out skiing and things, and I couldn't comprehend how to stream it, but yes, please do that, stream it. If you can get good data, yes. I think because we also, we have a hosting. We have a hosting. Thank you so much for Titanium Chef streaming the chat and hosting it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. We have a raid. Thanks so much for being here. My hands are all pie crusted up. Thanks everyone. Welcome in. I am Connor Carbonara, aka Jess. Addie, we've got a raid. Do you want to come see? I have a doggo who would love to say hi. You've already seen it pop up on the screen. Thanks so much for being here and for the raid, Titanium. Addie, you want to get up? You're allowed to now. Look, this is Addie. She says hi. Welcome in, everyone. Oh, don't eat the pieces. Yeah, make me a piece cut. Yeah, you do it now. She doesn't want to get down. Now I told her she can be up. And hello to everyone here. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh, Addie. It's going to turn into an Addie eating stream. My dog says hi. We have a whole bunch of peaches that an elderly couple gave us in the parking lot of our local Bunnings, which is a hardware store. And yeah, I have been watching them like a hawk for the last couple of days, and they are perfectly ready. So we're cooking a peach fudge tart. Actually, we're cooking a few different things because we have so many peaches. But welcome in, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, that was my doggo. She is gorgeous. Yes, puppy. The goodest assistant. Yes, she is. Sorry, I missed all the chat. It was going bonkers. I think this is our first ever raid, a cooking raid. First ever cooking raid. So thank you so much for being here. What doesn't come from Bunnings? Yeah. Apparently you can get peaches in the parking lot at Bunnings. They had boxes and boxes full from their backyard, this lovely elderly couple, and they didn't want them to go to waste, so they came up to us and said, do you like peaches? And I said yes. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. Oh, we had another follow before that. ALB1NO Wolf and Camelot. Thank you so much for being here and for following, and thank you so much Titanium Chef for the raid. It is our and another follow. Thank you so much. And Titanium Chef, thank you very much for the follow. And Alice Raven. Oh, there's so many. Very exciting. It's our first ever cooking raid from a fellow cook, I assume by the name. Yes, no, definitely. Lord Tops. I thought they said Lord Tacos, and I thought that would be amazing, but Lord Tops is good. That's very cool. We are making the easiest pie crust, by the way. It's just 5 ingredients. No rolling involved because I don't actually have a rolling pin, I don't think. It's on the list. I will get one. So now catching up with chat. There's nothing like homegrown fruit. Agreed. Yes. This couple were they were the cutest LA couple. And their car was just peaches were just coming out the windows. They had that many. By the way, we need more water, so don't mind me as I go grab some more more water. Lord Talks, and then he did a little taco. Yeah, very cute. You're pretty sure Bunnings sell rolling pins? Yes, they probably do. And Josh, my partner in the other room, and I have been doing our own landscaping, which my doggo is now staring out the window looking at our grass that we just laid last week, I think it was. So we have been in Bunnings like every day, and this is the aforementioned
Hello.
Josh.
Thank you for the raid.
Yes, thank you again so much for the raid. It's so appreciated. They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, good. I haven't had peaches in years.
I know, we never have peaches. I was saying before, but my family, we just didn't have peaches in our backyard. We had many other things like plums and apricots and like a grapevine, but oh, you're picking up Addie. So you can get another look at her. She's such a sweetie. She was trying to eat the peaches before. Addie had her first ever peaches before on stream. She'd never eaten them before. She loves them.
She does.
She's been licking my leg mostly since then, in the hopes that she gets more peaches. Little cutie.
She's better looking than me. There we go.
Oh, you sweet girl. You're getting camera shy, Addie. Oh, sweet. Josh immediately gave me golden retriever vibes. Yeah. Yes, he is a golden retriever in human form. Oh, thank you for the follow, Jason. I'm gonna go put some more water in this. I swear, I update this little recipe and then I put in more butter, but I think we need more water. I think that's what's gonna hold it together. The recipe did say 2 to 3 tablespoons of water, and we did just put in 2 because I knew we could always add more things. Thank you, Addie, for looking everywhere. There's just a pile of slobber on the floor. I think she got a good whiff of these peaches, but now she's just drooling everywhere. How was your stream, by the way, Titanium Chef? What did you cook or bake, or what were you doing? What'd you do? How'd it go? I'm very interested. I will find that water. It calls for cold water, and I'm not sure why, but I don't wanna mess with the pie crust because we are messing with the inside filling. We're getting very creative with that. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed the stream from Titanium. And I hope they cooked something yummy. It is, yep, it's past lunchtime here. I feel like I'm forever saying that on my streams. Past lunchtime. And I should definitely eat something savory before we eat this pie. Which, actually, it'll be a tart. It won't be a pie. It'll be a tart because we're not doing the pastry on top. Yeah. You had a bake off with a few streamers. We both made a Jerry's pastry. Wow, unfortunately it ended in a draw. Well, it sounds like it would have been riveting for it to end in a draw. Like, need a tiebreaker or something. Yeah, that's awesome. It's cool seeing like streamers collaborate and do fun things like that. Very cool. For everyone who just came in, a little bit about me. I am a dog mum, clearly. I'm obsessed with my dog. She's my whole life. And Josh. Her name is Addie, short for Adeline. We moved into this house that we built about a year ago, and it's been quite the process. It's taken up a lot of time, but now I finally have a kitchen that I can spread out in and yeah, just have the most fun in the kitchen. I love cooking. My dad was always is always the cook in the family, and learned a lot from him. And yeah, he always would just get creative in the kitchen, not really follow a recipe, and that's definitely what we're doing today. And what I do like 90% of the time when I'm cooking, unless I'm baking something, I usually follow a recipe if I'm baking something specific. So I feel like there's a lot more room for it to go wrong. But yeah, today we are making a peach white chocolate fudge tart, which is a little bit strange. And we have stewed our peaches over there. We've already made one pie crust, as I'm dropping pastry all over the floor. Yeah, and we had too many peaches, so now I'm making another one. You wish you could have a slice of that fruit. It looks good. Yes, it looks amazing. I love peaches. Love peaches. I actually have a follower who, her name is Peach Blossom, and she's obsessed with peaches. She loves them so much. So, yeah, peaches are great. And we never get them. I didn't even realize that it was peach season. But then this, elderly couple just blew us away with how many peaches they had. There's boxes and boxes. They must have an orchard or something. Also, easiest pie crust ever. We had no rolling or anything. We are just putting it straight into this tin. And we'll press it all around, and it will form, as you can see the one behind me has. And I think this one, we're actually going to make it a bit thicker, so I can press it up on the sides, because we didn't quite have enough when I made that first one a little bit earlier. I dropped some crumbs, and Addie is on the job. She is on the job. Oh, sounds so good. Thank you. I hope so. I hope it's going to be good. Not following a recipe at all, aside from the crust, which even then I have tweaked quite a bit. Because I feel like it does need more butter and it does need more water, which I have done every time. Okay, and then we just press it in really firmly so then it has some structural integrity for all of those peaches that I've stewed behind me, which was just water and brown sugar in with our peaches. And we didn't skin them or anything. We've kept all our skins on because, I don't know, they seem like too much effort. And I want the effort to be spent in the creativity portion. Like how to make it look pretty. That's why I've cut all of these up preemptively. So we can stack them on top. Make them in patterns, and if you haven't followed me on social media, then I always take pictures of everything that I make. So I do that. I also find that really fun when I'm cooking, is the presentation of it. find a lot of joy in making things look aesthetic and then eating them afterwards. That's a really fun hobby. If that only happened at your Bunnings, yep. Well, yes. I hope it does. Or whatever like fruit you might have in season. If a elderly couple has, maybe if you just hang out in Bunnings as much as Josh and I do, or we have recently, then you might strike it lucky. You might get heaps and heaps of free fruit like we did. They were so lovely. They were just the cutest couple. And then they waved at us the whole time when we were leaving. It was very cute. The best kind of pastry base, the little hassle cut. Yep. I agree 100%. This one's good. You can just dump everything into a bowl and mix it all around and put it straight onto the tin. It's just quite a bit of pressing, but I think it's also we're using these tins at the bottom comes out of, so I just like it flexes a little bit, so we're just pressing down really well and up onto the sides because we didn't have enough to do that with the last one. And we'll stab it with a fork in a second and stick it in the oven. And then we'll start filling our other pie, which I'm so excited for. Tart. Tart, not pie. If I ever say pie, just think for the stream, I am meaning tart. I've been pressing this for a very long time. Cool Cat Pool. That's a cool name. Hello, how are you? One question for you. Do you do charity? Do I do charity? You do charity, like wings for kids? I have not, but I 1000% would love to do a charity stream. I use Trello to organize my entire life, and one little card there that I have that I stuck up the other day was I want to do a charity stream. So yes, I definitely want to. I actually worked for a charity for a while there, which was very cool. So if I could do a charity stream, which I definitely will one day, yeah, that sounds awesome. And Konoka Khan redeemed hydrate. Thank you very much for that. Perfect timing. I need to wash my hands and drink some water because I am getting quite thirsty. What time did we start? Yes, it's been a few hours. That's right. It's quite a process making all of this gorgeous fruit into something. As soon as I get out of the way, Addie just flies into action, checking if I've dropped anything over that side. Oh, yes, right, cool. Okay, so I've been streaming for 1 hour 53 minutes. Thank you very much, Konoka Khan, which is Josh, by the way. There is our little tart. And we've got, not perfect, but that's fine. I actually feel like we should have had a little more. Then I could have really pressed it up into the sides, but that's all good. Let's stab it with a fork. Put this one into the oven. And I will put the quantities for this pie, nope, it's a pie crust, for the pie crust up on my Instagram, which is just my name, Carbonara. If you wanna see my food, the end product of it. Yes, I'll put this straight in. Nope, you know what? I'm gonna put it on a tray first because it does have the bottom that comes out, and I have done a whoopsie before. notification. Thank you so much for the follow. Alefong to 808. Thanks so much for following everyone that has. We got so many followers from the raid. So really appreciate. Oh, don't you dare! Addie nearly licked that. Moving the pie over here, I think. Thank you again so much. Pie tart. Damn it. You are correct. Tart. It's a tart, Jess. Alright, so we're putting this in the oven just to cook a little bit, so then it can be nice and crisp up a tiny bit so it doesn't get soggy with our mixture. And that will only be like 10 minutes. For those that came in from the raid, our first ever cooking raid, here's our mix. And this has our stewed, oh no, that's still pretty hot. It has our stewed peaches. I left the skins on. Condensed milk and white chocolate. So it's getting a little fudgy. And once it goes into the fridge, it'll be super fudgy. And if you want the easiest way to make fudge, it's just condensed milk and chocolate. And it smells amazing. It smells really sweet. Thank you, Addie, for licking my leg. Not distracting at all when I'm trying to chat. So it is like a little bit lumpy. And if I did have a block of chocolate, I would have used a block of chocolate and not chocolate chips, because chocolate chips are intended to keep their shape, so they're harder to cook down into a smooth type of melted consistency than just a regular block of chocolate. But we didn't have any, and I didn't want to leave the house because it's raining, so yeah. Cool cat pool. So you're doing a charity to help with kids with alopecia and cancer. People have to go in and cut their hair to donate your hair and be 8 inches or more. Do you want to cut my hair? Is that what you're saying? 8 inches or more. Not those people which dyed or coloured. Let's Be Natural Hair to donate to make wigs for the kids for St. Jude's Hospital. I have seen there's been quite a few streamers doing charity streams for St. Jude's, so it's cool. One question for you: how long is your hair? Just curious. Sorry, I see the silly questions about hair charities. Sorry. I will think about it. How much is 8 inches? I do not know. I will think about it and get back to you. I did have one of my good friends at school. She did the world's greatest shave, and she had hair longer than I did, and yeah, shaved her hair for cancer, which is just the coolest thing ever. But then my school was weird, and they wouldn't let her wear bandanas to school. And yeah, she's obviously used to having a whole full head of hair, and became quite a self-conscious thing for her, but awesome, great cause. But yes, I will certainly think of it. I am not sure how long my hair is. I have not measured my hair ever. It also takes an awfully long time for my hair to grow, but very cool cause. I am turning that off. That cooked really quickly, but it's good. It didn't burn, which is it's all good. The chocolate is almost all melted in. There we go. Okay, so 2/3 of a Subway foot long. Thank you very much for that, Josh. About 20 centimeters. That was about 10. Why not? Oh. that's a lot of hair. Thank you very much for the information about the charity stream. I will mull it over. Maybe whilst eating some pie. This is our pie crust, no tart. This is our pie crust for our tart that I have right here. And let's just start. Oh, I'm so weak. Been doing too much landscaping work that my arms are tired. I'm just gonna pour it straight on there. And we'll keep some for the other tart that we've got baking. You can see some little chocolate chips. I haven't quite baked down. So if you were to recreate this, use just a regular block of white chocolate. Ugh, my arm is so sore. Thank you for answering the question. You're such a sweet friend, and you really. Oh, thank you, Cool Cat Poo, and loving all the little emojis there. Very cool. Emotes, I think we call them here, don't we? I, if you can't tell, am still pretty new to Twitch. I've been doing this for maybe 2 months. Has it been 2 months? Really enjoying it. And emotes is on my list of things to do today. There's going to be so many Addy themed ones, little doggo ones. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. I mean, I can have some cool emotes, but yes, very fun. There is our tart. It's time to make it pretty, which I'm looking forward to. Also, we have some more condensed milk that I don't know what to do with. I don't really want to put more in that, but we'll see. I guess I'll be making some other type of fudge, maybe. Yes, it is time to decorate it. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to. How much do we have left? You know what? I'm gonna do a little more mixture, I think. I think I will. And then I will just use the rest of that condensed milk in here. And I really wish that it did go up on the sides, but oh wow. Usually I make too much. Usually that's the issue. Too much mixture for things, but not this time. And then I will re-simmer this one, and we might even add in some more white chocolate with this one, I think. Yep, more white chocolate. I was thinking maybe I could put some on top, but we will put it inside. Okay, that's all that chocolate gone. A worthy sacrifice. Just keeping that on the lowest heat, but I'm still not overly used to this oven, so we'll keep an eye on it. More chocolate, yes. We don't usually have white chocolate. I'm definitely like a dark chocolate kind of a person. Josh likes milk chocolate, and we just hardly ever have white chocolate, but we had so much of it. And we had the condensed milk that I had to use up in the next couple of months, which survived an entire house move ago. Yes, it's time to decorate. I'm not sure how I want to do it. I might just start placing them, I think. In a big ring. Does that sound pretty? I might just overlap them in a big circle. There we go, we can't even tell that tart doesn't have sides. I'll just cover it with peaches. And Papa can't have chocolate, yes, she cannot. The local pet store near us actually has dog chocolate. And they have it in all these cute little shapes of treats and things that look like ice cream cones and things like that. And I thought that might be fun to do for Addie, is do like a dog treat cooking stream, maybe for her birthday or maybe after she recovers from her desexing on Monday. She's going in for surgery for that, which I am not looking forward to. Sad. That just started to catch. It cooks so quickly. Oops, I just threw some peach. We are keeping that off the heat. That is not going back on. The chocolate has mostly melted. It smells amazing. Yes, yeah, not going back on the heat. Back to decorating. Okay, just moved. That was creepy. Oh, and you've seen those kinds of treats, mainly around Easter though. Yes, the themed dog treats are just the cutest thing ever. But I would like to know what's in them, because I looked at the recipe, well, I looked at the ingredients on the back of the package, and it did not give me enough information. There was lots of numbers on it. And I have heard that when you see numbers listed for ingredients, it's like a whole lot of synthetic things. So yes, I passed on it, but I did want to get inspired to make something for Addie. Also, we haven't even tasted our mixture, have we? Yeah, it's incredible. That is like peach infused chocolate right there. Mostly carob, I think. Is that one of the ingredients? I know very little when it comes to dog treats and what they are and aren't allowed to eat. I always go to Google, even just before, I'm gonna eat that one. I don't know why I cut it like that. Before, when I realized Addie's never had a peach before, we Googled to see if they can eat. Oh, it's chocolate, human and dog safe. That is good to know. Oh my goodness, we did not grab our little tart out of the oven. Let's not let that burn. I love the smell of pastry. Who doesn't? Is there anyone in the world who doesn't like the smell of pastry? Okay. Doesn't that one look pretty? Also, if you did miss it, but I explained that I got these for Christmas. These little dog oven mitt this dog oven mitt thing that connects in the middle, which is really cool. Got all different types of doggos on it. Also, that is a trigger word for Addie. Hearing the word doggo, she just like stops what she's doing and looks around because she thinks that there might be a dog around. So I'll probably stop saying that word. And thank you. Thank you, I love it. Well done to my sister for getting me something cooking themed. That was before I had even started doing the whole Twitch thing. Yeah, let's show you the base of it before we fill it. There we go, the easy 5-ingredient, just press down into a pan pie base for our tart. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? And let's just fill it up, and then we can decorate this one as well. And I think we can actually turn our oven off because they're not going back in the oven. They're actually going to sit in the fridge because they are fudgy in the middle. Well, they will be when this cools down. Okay, that was the perfect amount of mixture, so that worked out well. And we only just scorched it in that one little spot, but it didn't get into the mixture. Just dropping some mixture for Addie, which I don't think we will allow. I just sneakily licked the spoon. It looks incredible. That's quite pretty. Should we do another one? Another row? We have so many peaches. I feel like we need to. Also, we kept our syrupy mixture from when we were cooking down our peaches for the mixture in the middle. So we're gonna make some peach lemonade from this. And it's just been cooling down for the last little while. It is like syrup. Look how slowly that moves. I just realized you can totally see all the dishes right here. Maybe I'll just do a tiny little cleanup. Okay, dump it in the sink so then Josh can come out and put them in the dishwasher. I'm not used to having 2 camera angles. I forgot you could see so much. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. I'm glad we spent the time slicing up our peaches earlier. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do another layer. About halfway overlapped, I think. And I'm just eating all the ugly ones. Okay, I'm gonna get a little speedier with this. You know what? Why did I put those ugly ones there? I'm gonna eat those ones. There was one peach that was just, it wasn't ready. There was one peach that was just very hard to get the pit out of. And I thought, oh, it's not 100% there. So then I had to cut the pit around so then it didn't get this pretty like ombre natural look. So I just swapped those out and I'm gonna eat them. This is a very nice combination, by the way. I had no idea what I was going to make with all these peaches. But when I looked in the pantry and I saw that we had heaps of white chocolate and condensed milk, I thought, yup, we can make this work. We can make something out of it. Okay, we're just gonna fill in that little middle bit. So pretty. put this in the fridge. You know what? The last one has to be a really pretty one. We'll put it in the fridge and that will set. And I will make sure to take a photo of it when it's all sliced up into beautiful pieces. We might even have to invite someone over to help us eat our now 2 tarts. But yes, that is this one finished. That's looking really good. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll stick it there. We do actually have some coconut. I feel like that would also go really nice with our peach and white chocolate combination with some coconut. Can I sprinkle? Should I sprinkle some on? Yep, I'll do it. I'll sprinkle some coconut on. And anyone who hasn't been here before, which is I think probably majority of you, I have these like little chalkboard stickers that I put on literally everything, and then these little whiteboard chalkboard markers, so then I can just write what is on all of my things and I can just wipe them off whenever I want. It's the only deaf guy. Hey, other Connor, your name is Connor. Thank you so much for dropping in. I so enjoyed your stream the other day. If you're not following the only deaf guy here, then you definitely need to. I'm making loads and loads of orders and they're super nice, so I would recommend. And my name is also Connor. Which, if you didn't know, by the way, that's going to be our last name is Connor. So my first name is Jess, and yeah, Josh and I decided that when we get married, we definitely want to have the same last name, but we want to make our own. So we love the name Connor, and yeah, we're just gonna make our own. So we can both share it, and it can both be ours. There's our coconut. That looks pretty. It looks so much prettier in person. We definitely have to see the Insta, but maybe this camera is better. Here's our white chocolate peach coconut tart that Josh and I are going to have to eat this whole thing in the next day. Put it there. So you're saying we should definitely follow them. Yes, you most definitely should. Yes. Oh no, you need help eating some peach tarts. I guess I could help you. Yep. I would appreciate that help, because Josh and I don't have anyone here to stop us eating 2 tarts. And I would like some help. So if you could come over and help us eat them, that'd be great. Especially considering the amount of white chocolate that is in this. Any assistance would be greatly appreciated. And do you have any bots running for my channel yet? We have Stream Elements, and Josh is definitely the tech guru with setting things up. So no, I don't think we have any bots. We have like the auto moderation thing, but no. Still super new. If anyone new here, I'm still very new to the whole Twitch streaming thing. And on today's agenda, after we sit down and eat some lunch and then eat our tarts, I'm gonna create some emotes. So then we can have some emotes, and then I definitely need to look into more of the, the modding and things like that. So not quite yet. And yes, Connor Khan. Josh in the next room says Stream Elements bot is running and need to add in more auto commands at some point. Yep, definitely do. If you give me a message, I'd love to help your mod and help you get set up. That is such a lovely offer. Thank you so much, Connor. Give me a message. I don't mind helping out. Wow. I'm loving this community. and definitely finding more and more cooking streamers and viewers, which is just really cool. I love seeing when everyone cooks and seeing people be productive in the kitchen, which I'm not at the very moment because I'm chatting away. But thank you very much for that. That would be amazing. And yes, you certainly have quite a bit of experience from what I've seen. Been doing it for quite some time, so your experience and knowledge would be so appreciated. And we all got to help each other out. Yes. And Titanium, so about to have lunch. If you don't mind me asking, are you in Western Australia? No, we're in South Australia, but pretty close. That was a good guess. We are in South Australia. And yes, it is now past lunchtime. So I think we'll probably eat stir fry for lunch. I made a huge amount of stir fry that we just have sitting in our freezer. I always cook up heaps and heaps of food. So then we have lots of different options for the days where we just can't be bothered, or if I spend a copious amount of time making things. So yes, we'll probably eat that for lunch. You can't help out with the eating. Yes, wish you could. Now, how should we make this one? I might make this one a little more minimalist. Don't know why we have so many peaches that I need to. Oh well. I'll just make it look different to the other one, I think. I should have put more thought into how I was going to make these look, but I'm happy with how this one turned out. That looks like a tart. This one looks not as well planned, but we do have our coconut, so maybe I'll just do a little strip of coconut down the middle of each peach. So close. Your one stay over in Victoria. That is very cool. Hi neighbour. Yes, I haven't seen too many Australian cooking streamers, so very cool to know that you are, and we're on the same time zone, which makes it a lot easier too. And the only deaf guy, Kanan dropped you a whisper. Thank you so much for that. Very kind. And definitely open to suggestions for improving things. We now have 2 camera angles, which is very exciting. And I think, yeah, it hasn't messed up this whole time. Woohoo! I think we do need to change the white balance on the other camera, but aside from that, it hasn't glitched out like our GoPro did the other time we used. Well, we've tried using the GoPro a few times now as a streaming camera, and it just hasn't liked it. Okay, there we go. I need to put on some socks. Is it cold where you are? It is. Oh right, yes you did. Yep, before eating. I'm just looking at your little emotes above that, Jason. Put on some socks. Yes, it is raining where we are, and it looks miserable outside. But inside it's actually quite warm because we did over insulate our house. Is that hot? There we go. Okay, I think with that, here's our 2 tarts. I'm gonna put them in the fridge. They're going to set and be lovely. I've already tasted them, so I know that they're gonna be lovely. Chocolatey, peachy coconut bliss. And I will take a photo of them and put them on my Instagram if you want to see when I do slice into them and what they look like there. Bit of a weird combination, making like a fudge tart, but I'm excited to get stuck into it. But they do need to sit in the fridge for about an hour-ish, and I won't make you wait around for that long. Plus, I need to eat something savoury. So, I think with that, Josh has remoted into the computer and got someone set up for a raid, so stick around for that. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you again, Titanium, for raiding. That's so appreciated, and yeah, I will see you next time. It's doing the countdown, and I think I need to get the mouse. Okay, have a lovely, lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.